Welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 11. Today is a very big day because I'm going to be making some progress on my base area, getting a lot of this space finished before heading up on top of the mountain and getting things worked out for my mega base. I'm excited, I am nervous, I'm also in Ecuador, and potentially by the time this video releases on top of a very tall volcano. But that's besides the point, let's get to some terraforming. I was reading through the comments on my terraforming episode, and I agree with what some people were saying. This is quite an abrupt transition. In fact, it looks really abrupt up close. Are you trampling my wheat field? Is this why I can't have nice crops? What the heck? What? Seriously, how do I prevent this? There must be some way. Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of you really like the terraforming. I do think it came together quite well, quite naturally, but this, yes, it's aggressive, isn't it? I don't think I want grass overhangs, but I do think I can introduce some greenness into the rock, maybe using a handful of mossy variants, and then also potentially make use of vines. Oh, that's cool. I knew about this crafting recipe. I did not know about this crafting recipe. That makes life a little bit easier. Tango, mate, could you relax? Like, seriously. I'm concerned for your well-being, but also extremely excited to play Decked Out 3. I was going to scare you with Enderman, but there's a bunch of XP here, so I'm already repaired. Just kidding! Right, I have enough iron to shear a small army of sheep, or a large army of small sheep, so let's get going. I don't actually know where I'm going, but I'm going there. This is what I was hoping for, so let's crack on through these. As always, I'm finding mundane resource gathering extremely relaxing. I don't really know how many vines I actually need, but yeah, I'm enjoying the process. I think I'm now done. I've got this much. I guess we'll see how long this lasts me. I mean, seriously, how much mossy stone could I possibly use? Let's have a look. If I replace everything here with a variety of mossy stone and maybe even make it so that there's a little overhang here and then something like that, I do think that looks pretty good. And then wipe out the dirt blocks behind it. Yeah, okay. That is going to be a significant improvement. The only thing that I need to make sure of is that the vines don't grow. And yeah, you can't right-click with shears on vines to stop them from growing. So I guess we have to do the old school technique of using string. Thankfully, I can get heaps of that from Corrales' spider farm. And now we're in business. But you know what? I don't know if I like the vines. They're darker than everything else around them. They're quite noticeable. What if I throw a little bit of mossy cobble into the mix? Yeah, this is the transition. Then there'll be walls and things in there too. And then little bits of mossy bricks as well. I think that works. Yes, yeah, 100%. 100% that's the way to go. Rock-based question. When moss grows, is it more likely to grow down the corners or the face? Intuitively, I feel like it's corners, but then I feel like I could also be very wrong. I don't know if things are getting better. Oh my goodness. This was meant to be a job that I just did quickly and didn't have to think too much about. Okay, I wonder if the answer is mossy overhangs. Nope. Maybe mossy overhangs that are flat? Sort of nope. Maybe it's just this one block of andesite that's messing things up. Maybe it could be the andesite. Yeah, I think it was just a weird bit of andesite. Now it looks like shade coming down as well as, well, the mossiness. I think it works. The light still makes sense. This has taken me 3 hours. I'm hoping now that I know what I'm doing, it should get easier and faster. That tends to be the way. One thing I will say, I did not anticipate the quantity of blocks I was going to be using. We may run out of vines. The good thing is, if I compare this area over here to this area over here, this side looks completely unfinished. It's amazing how fast making upgrades can completely ruin previous work. I was proud of this. I absolutely love myself for creating a cobblestone generator. Oh my goodness, I just got a trident. Well, that's pretty sweet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to put it away. Oh my goodness. That could have gone better. That could have gone better. What? Oh, it's absolutely cratered my landscape. Oh gosh, I can hear tridents firing as well. If I end up in another trident death loop, I swear. Has this guy got the worst shot of all time? What is... I need to get my stuff. I'm being distracted. Where even was it? Oh, I can see a shovel. Oh, look at that. That is a disaster. That is an absolute disaster. Right, well, I guess this is a good opportunity for a progress update. Things are looking good. Oh, the back is so much better. I gotta say, I am actually really enjoying this sort of iterative process that I'm creating here with building my things. Like, not being afraid to sit with things, consider new ideas, and modify stuff that I've already constructed. We're at the halfway point. Things are looking good. I just want you to know this is taking longer than it took for me to build the actual thing. wrong. I think it's because it's like a really delicate balance between getting it incredibly wrong and just about right. So it means I'm constantly just like fiddling and adjusting things and just coming back and tweaking stuff that I've already built. But I will say I'm really enjoying myself. Oh my goodness, these creepers! I'm saying it! They're a bad part of the game. I guess I should probably also just light up my area. In fact, it probably is a me issue. And I do genuinely wonder if Minecraft would be as successful as it is without the creeper. Like, if you could put a dollar value on the marketing attributed to the creeper itself, it's probably pretty high. Like, everyone talks about the Nike logo and how beautifully simple it is and instantly recognizable it is. You could argue the creeper is the same. In fact, it might have the highest recognizability to pixel ratio of any logo ever. I can't think of anything else. What in the LinkedIn just happened to me? I guess we'll have to circle back to that one. For the time being, my boulders are finished. And I think it goes without saying, I couldn't be happier with this. Like, it's such a massive upgrade and it's such a small tweak, but it looks so much better, so much more real. I think previously it looked a little bit more video gamey, I guess, whereas now it actually looks like it exists in the world. Kind of looks like how it should be. Absolutely chuffed to bits with this, and I cannot wait to expand on this idea for the cliffs behind this area. And we'll get onto that in a little bit, but now Exuma wants to talk to me about bundles. This is such a crazy looking place. X, you have like the most labyrinth-like base.
Hi, yeah, no, it really is. It really is a labyrinth.
There we go. I could see your name tag and I was just like, there's so many layers. I mean, I swear every single time I come down here, there's just new cool stuff dotted around. You are...
Yeah, I'm adding bits and bobs, but dude, it drives me mad because like I want to go to like the portal and then I use this thing over here and then I'm like, no, wait a minute, no, I need to come back down and like everything's just a jumble. There's no rhyme or reason to it, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're looping around a lot. Like you have like... Your base is like a series of alleyways and everything like that, but like really cool ones. It's like, this is, and I mean this in like the best possible way. When I first started playing Minecraft, this would be my like dream, absolute perfect base. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Like when I first started playing Minecraft, if they had all of these blocks, because I used to try and build stuff like this, and we just didn't have the block variety. But like this
the blocks make it possible, that's for sure.
It's like this here is like, this scratches my itch. Like if I wasn't, I don't know how to say, because weirdly it's coming across like it's like sounds almost like an insult, which is definitely 100% not. I want to be extremely clear here. Like it's really not. But it's like this is like the perfect base. Like if I was purely playing Minecraft for myself, I would build this every single time, 100 times out of 100.
I think everyone likes a mineshaft base, just like going through tunnels.
Yeah,
it just feels tunnels look cool.
It just feels right. It feels right for the game. Like, and it's just like, it's so good.
I think these blocks do a lot of the work. I just came in here and winged it all and just kept placing them. Yeah. And like, you don't need to think about it too much. Just you make a few shapes, put in a few odd bits here and there, and it all kind of comes together like a cave, you know? So
yeah, right. Are we talking bundles? I've never touched a bundle.
Yeah.
So this is exciting.
Brilliant. Okay, follow me this way. Last time we were chatting inventory, and it was amusing because I was literally in the process of building a new shop. It's not actually a shop because it's more like a tutorial where you get a free gift at the end. So whatever that's called is what I've made over here.
You know, that just made me happy because I used to watch all of your tutorials and stuff like that, and you saying the word tutorial has reminded me of how you say tutorial, because you say it...
Tutorial!
You say it different to anyone that I've ever met. I think maybe because we had just been stood in the mine shaft, we had just been talking about dream bases from the old, and then you say that. It's like transported me back.
I got you, yeah. We went back in time a little.
Yeah.
It's an experience, like, for you to experience yourself, so I'll just sort of be like... lurking behind you while you go in and read the signs, and I'm just there to take notes, you know.
Okay, this is interesting. Do I need an empty inventory because
Nah, you'll be fine.
I'm full of junk. Right, I'm loving what you're doing with the signs, by the way. Very, very cool. Bundle Boutique is also a fantastic name for this setup here.
It's pretty cool. Okay, right, you failed the first hurdle. I'm glad I'm here. Like you're supposed to just look straight ahead to begin with. It's not the best design.
Welcome to Bundle Boutique. Okay, I almost failed the next task, which is I almost read the signs one at a time.
It's doubled up.
I am doomed for Decked Out 3. If I can't get through Bundle Boutique, I'm never going to be able to survive Decked Out.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot to read over there.
Oh, God. Okay, right. Welcome to Bundle Boutique. Learn how to get more out of a bundle. Turn around, follow the path. You get a free bundle at the end. How often do you need to craft? Keep a bench and cutter on you at all times. Good. It's a good strategy. You're building... and you need to smelt some blocks. Include some fuel in a furnace. This is legitimately, like, this should come with Minecraft. You're filling Mojang's job. Been playing for more than 5 minutes. Clear up that inventory junk with a bundle in your... Wait, you can have a bundle in a bundle?
Yeah.
What?
Like an empty one.
Okay,
yeah, so,
that's smart. Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea. You
keep a bunch of them in there if you want. You could put 3 or 4, or you could put some leather and string and make some bundles on the go, you know?
This is like a public service announcement that is legitimately really useful. Yeah, that's super smart. That is super smart. Right. Or leads and fence posts. Yeah, you actually have thought of everything, and I really like these little like hypothetical questions that you've done as well. They're cool. Oh, and there we go. Oh, a golden apple. See, now that I tell you what, for someone that's been playing Minecraft for as long as I have, I barely ever use golden apples. Like,
they're really good. If you think about how a potion is like non-stackable,
yeah,
and they're stackable, like
that's
like a potion that's stackable in a way.
It's almost like ice. Like ice is like stackable water buckets. Like that's a good...
Oh well, turn around and take a bow.
There we go.
When you punch one of them out, you get to pick a color.
Yep.
Red's popular so far.
Red. Yep.
And
yep.
you go to your inventory and you hover over it and you use the mouse wheel to pull out what you want. Right.
Okay.
The issue is it's going to say like plus a bunch of items on yours, right?
Yeah.
Now that's where the GUI lets you down a little bit. The bundle mod that I send you removes that and lets you see every item in the bundle. So whatever's in there, you can just pull out. So,
I mean, this is the thing. This is where I sometimes get confused with Mojang's development. Because, like...
It's confusing. It's always confusing.
Like, why would you do this? Because, like, how am I meant to get access to the other 6 items? Do I have to take everything else out to allow me to see...
Yep.
Come on.
It's the Mojang way.
Well, that was a neatly wrapped bundle of information. Now it is time to think about my base area a little bit more. Now, one thing that I saw in the comments of a recent Hermitcraft episode is that I should build a lake in this basin here, and I 100% agree. In fact, it is what I initially planned. The one thing I have to make sure of is that the lake sits at a lower level than all of the wheat fields, and then I could put a bunch of pipes into it and have almost like irrigation pipes running to all of these different areas. That could look beautiful. However, I've been stood up here staring at this landscape for quite some time, and it's made me realize that to build this and to make this area good, I sort of need this area to be good, which means I've got a whole lot of terraforming to do. You know what? I'm in the mood for it. You know, I've had a fantastic morning getting all of this stuff sorted. Why not just continue going and get all of these resources and put them to good use? I sincerely hope I've got enough. I almost definitely don't, but that's absolutely fine. Oh, this feels like a big thing to be starting. And it's always nerve-wracking doing this sort of stuff. I mean, block palette-wise, I'm going to stay the same. This is actually a really small block now that I'm looking. I need to make sure that I leave space for all of the mossy blocks. Oh, gosh. Oh, what is that? I mean, I think it will work as part of a larger thing. Oh, I'm trying my best to remember to put in some really big blocks into this. Like, huge kind of cliff faces. Almost like El Capitan style, I don't know. But yeah, these big proud blocks, and then mix in some sort of boulders and bits and pieces strewn about. Some rocks and things, some moss. I think it will come together. I mean, I know it will come together because the front has come together, but with that being said, it's just never not nerve-wracking doing this. I think I need to actually be a little bit careful here because I am at risk of losing the house in the blocks, and that is not something I want. In fact, I might have already I might already be getting there. So maybe this actually should be almost like... I mean, it's not actually that steep in sections. So maybe this bit should be like cliffs down at the bottom, because that's where it's at its steepest, and then roll off into a hill. And then here, it's almost like a cliff band, but then it rolls off. And then here, it is cliffs, like legitimate cliffs. And then this should just be like a boulder field. I do think that makes the most sense. Don't worry, I am going to do all the mossy cobblestone stuff when I do all of the mossing. For now, I just want to get into the raw building blocks in place. I swear, I have never tried to put myself in the position of a rock as much as I have done today. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't think there's any way that I can build this without these blocks here fighting with the blocks of the roof. They are just the same blocks. I guess I could use brighter blocks for the roof. Like maybe if I just had some smooth stone or something to just give it an edge. I am just going to keep slamming on. I'm just going to keep placing blocks. The worst thing that could possibly happen is I have to take things down. I think I'm just going to place blocks without thinking about it too much, go mad, and just try and keep the voices in my head quiet. That sounded like I was going completely insane. I promise you, I am of sound mind. And by that, I mean I'm hearing lots of sounds in my mind, mainly voices. All right, maybe I should think before placing blocks. I've just done the same thing perfectly twice. Oh my goodness, that might be one of the worst things I've ever created. I don't even know if there's a way for me to salvage this. Oh gosh. Okay, maybe I might have pulled it off. Maybe. It's getting there. Definitely should light up in here, but that is going to be a future me problem. Okay, we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Yeah, this is starting to kind of make sense. Oh my goodness, what is my problem? I've done the same formation again. I swear I'm obsessed with big bottom block, slightly smaller off to the top right block. Regardless of my copy-paste mentality, I think things are improving. I think we're getting somewhere. This is looking cool. Obviously, you can't see most of it because it's being hidden by the house, but I wanted to see it from the traditional viewpoint. This looks good. That little section is looking quite cool too, so I think we need some blocks here and then some big blocks here. I think this is a low enough slope angle that it makes sense that it's more of like a boulder field where smaller boulders have rolled down the hill and deposited themselves, whereas these look like the sorts of boulders that are kind of set in place so can exist on the steeper terrain. This is my life for the time being. I would say we are good. I would say the building blocks are in. It looks cool from this angle. It also looks cool from this angle. In fact, I would say maybe this is the better angle, to be honest with you. Yeah, okay. Should we start mossing? I think there's a chance we're about to witness the glow up of the century with this one. The first time I did the terraforming, I kind of mossed as I went along, whereas this time I've got all of the building blocks in place and now I'm mossing, which should make for a significantly more dramatic transformation. I am having so much fun doing all of this. I actually don't know how high up the hillside I should go. Probably everywhere that I can see, I suppose. Like we need to make sure that this is completely covered. And that is going to require a ton of bone meal. My goodness. I've almost made it through all of my bone meal, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this is actually getting much better. What's crazy is that this is kind of what the terraforming at the front of my base looked like at the start of this episode, but now I can't look at it. I do think the little boulders running down here and sort of piling up down at the bottom are going to do a lot of work, but as always, I am very nervous that I have completely ruined my base. Actually, no, I think this looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool already. Yeah, we're already in a pretty good spot. It has absolutely highlighted this spot as needing something though, so the lake will be going in. Or maybe trees. I mean, I really like these trees here. I love the way these look. And they actually could look quite cool out the back there. I'll get to that later on. For now, second pass. Thinking about where boulders distribute at the end of gullies is my passion. Now, on the steep bits, I've tried my best to not have too many, and then they kind of collect down at the bottom here, but you can see that there's like little collections of them on the plateaus. I mean, you know, come on, I think this is looking realistic. What on earth? Is Exuma in there pinching my stuff? This is how I'm starting. I think it looks good. It's now getting extremely late, so my plan is to recline in my chair and just do this whilst mumbling, mainly to myself. I have bought a baguette, and I'm just going to eat bread and build and get this all completed. Half my baguette is gone, and I'm here. I might need to go and buy another baguette. Baguette update. We're all out, but I have made some progress. Is it concerning the speed at which I've eaten the baguette? Is this taking a long time, or do I just swallow baguettes almost whole? Feel free to speculate down in the comment section. I think I might be done. I think... Oh, I'm done. Yes. Yes, there are no more towers. Yes, I am done. Oh my goodness, it's completed. And oh my goodness. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm probably going to add to this throughout the season, and I am going to modify it as more builds go on top and more things get added down at the bottom here. But my goodness, does this look cool? I was so locked into the process, I didn't even notice I was finished. Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, that is a huge improvement. I was not expecting to do this today. Like, this was not in my plans. But I was just feeling it. You know, I enjoyed doing the terraforming down here in the morning. And this looks... Yeah, this is good. This is good. Oh, I'm extremely happy with this. God, the base looks so much more finished already. It's made it look a lot bigger. Like, it looks big now. I think this is the one empty space that I have down in this area. I'm still not 100% certain whether to go for like a little forest or go for the lake. I think I'm leaning towards the lake, but equally, you know, a little sparse forest could look really, really pretty and maybe help to separate this from this. Regardless of all that, absolutely chuffed to bits with what we've managed to do in today's Hermitcraft episode. This is a huge upgrade, a huge amount of progress to the build. So now we can start looking upwards towards the mega base, which I think I'm going to start planning out in the next Hermitcraft episode. Extremely exciting. Can't wait to share more. For the time being, though, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya!